Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon. It has been 2 weeks since I last recorded, and I have a few finished object, small finished object, and then I have some whip that I would like to show you, which was in my plan from the last podcast that I've shown you, and also some that is out of my plan. There is one out of my plan. So without further ado, let's get started. I hope you have something you're working on right now as you're watching this, so that you know, like you can work through. Anyway, grab your beverage of choices and we'll start. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to show you is something that I have finished, and it is going to be, it's a bigger project. I have finished it since the last, I have finished it from the last podcast that I've shown you. I have only left the sleeve, but now I have completed it. This is the Driftwood sweater by Isabell Kraemer. You can see it is so pretty. So pretty. I love the round neck. I love all the buttons, and then I love the color. I love the yarn. It is so pretty, and I love the construction of the sweater. You can see here it's like a saddle shoulder. So it is so pretty. Okay, I'll just stand back and let you see. So that's the whole sweater. I hope the lighting is okay. So this is the whole sweater. It's so pretty, so pretty. Just let you have a close-up of the fabric it creates. I'm going to talk to you about the yarn in a minute, but I just wanted to show you, like, I love the button placket here in the front. I believe the button, I actually added 2 more than what was suggested in the pattern. I think here I have, how many do I have? I have 8, but I think in the pattern it actually requires you to do only 6 buttons. But I prefer this look with the more button, and it's also more secure for in my opinion. So that's why I did 2 extra buttons for this placket, and I love how it turned out. I really love how it turned out. It turned out amazing, and the yarn is amazing. So I did size I think it's the size M. Let me see. Yeah, I did size M, and then the yarn I use for this is Knit Capra. So this is the 2 colors that I use for the sweater, and then the colorway, this is called Angelite Heather, the light gray one, and then this like orangey brown color is the Tansy Heather. And this yarn is so soft. This is a DK weight yarn, super soft. The fiber is 85% merino and 15% cashmere. That's why it is so soft and so warm, and it's the perfect sweater I can wear to the office where it's like quite cold. So this is very perfect, really perfect. And then I used total of 8 balls of yarn, so 4 of the light gray and 4 of this tansy heather, and it get me size M, but I still have a little bit left of the light gray because I use more of the tansy heather. As you can see, you see the color, and then the ribbing here, I use the tansy heather more than the angelite heather, as well as the bottom ribbing. And I love how it turned out. I really do. The neckline looks a little bit wide, but when I put it on, it actually looks okay. So it's not as wide as it is. Yeah, and I love it so much. The yarn is so soft. I'm glad I chose this yarn because it really creates this really amazing fabric. You can see, really pretty. I love it. And then the needle I use is 4.5 millimeter. I'm looking down because my note is here. And then yeah, I think it took me about a month to finish this sweater. I started this on the 3rd January and I finished it on the 8th February, but because in between I did do other projects, so that's why it took me a month to finish this. But I'm glad it's finished, and I will definitely love wearing this, and it will be in my wardrobe as a staple piece. So that's my first finished object. And also I forgot to mention what I'm wearing. I'm actually wearing the Sille Slipover. I don't know how you pronounce it, by PetiteKnit. So let me just back up and show you. This is the Slipover. Maybe you can see I'll just show you the I'm not sure if you can see the patterning here. It's very it's not so clear because of the yarn I used. I used the alpaca yarn, and there's a lot of fuzz. I think the pattern doesn't really show up as much, but this one I did this last year, and I think I bought the pattern when it was just released, and then I bought the pattern, and then I think I knit it up like a few weeks later, and I finished it, and I love it. I've worn this to the office as well, and this pattern is charted, so you will need to know how to read the chart, but it's fun. It started at the shoulder, at the back, I believe. I don't remember. But I finished this last year, so, and I love it. It looked great with the black t-shirt underneath it, and that's what I'm wearing. And then next finished object I have 3 small finished objects. I don't have anything bigger than the driftwood that I've just shown you. And the next finished object is the socks that I showed you last podcast. I have finished the whole of one foot, but the other one, I think it was maybe almost done, but now it's all done, and I love how it turned out. I love the color. It's so I don't know, to me it's like sporty, kind of sporty. But I like it so much. It's quite long for me. I usually don't knit this long. I think this was, I don't know, 50 round for the leg. I usually do like 20-30 round, but this one is 50 round. And then I did the slip stitch, heel flap gusset decrease heel, because I think this heel fit me the most comfortably, and I think I will just use this heel for all my socks knitting. I've tried the afterthought heel. I don't think it fit me that great. Yeah, so I prefer, and then it's a little bit snug for me on the heel area if I'm using the afterthought heel. So I think I prefer this one. It fits more nicely. And I use contrast color for the cuff, heel, and the toe. And the main color for the sock is this King Cole zigzag, and then this one is in the color number 3252. And then for the contrast heel, toe, and cuff, I use Drops Fable. I don't remember the colorway number, but it's this mustard color and this like eggplant kind of color. I feel that it matched the main socks quite well, so I use that for the contrast color. And yeah, I always need a pair of like vanilla socks or like any socks, because I actually use my socks to the office every day because it's quite cold and it really keeps my feet warm. So I love wearing my hand knit socks. And yeah, and I like to show my colleague the different socks that I wear every day. But it's fun because some of them really like, they told me that you should flash your socks wherever you go, so that people know that you hand knit it. They are being silly, but yeah, I love my colleague. They're funny. So anyway, one pair done. I have my next two finished object is also socks, but one of them is something that it was in my plan. I have shown you in the previous episode, and it was the Momo socks, if you remember, and I finished it. So this is the Momo socks. It is so pretty. I love the color, I love the design, I love how vibrant and fun the color is. It will be so nice in my white sneaker, and yeah, I will feel like my feet will feel so special wearing this. And then the yarn I'm using is also, it's very soft. It's let me see, I have the information here. So let me show you the socks label. So this is the socks label. It is You Knit I Die from this company, and I have bought several of the sock yarn, and I love them so much. So the colorway name for this is Crystal. It is 85% superwash merino, extra fine, and 15% nylon. It's a 4-ply yarn. 100 gram, it's 437 yards. And what can I say? It's a very soft yarn. It feels so luxurious on my feet, and I love them so much. And then I love the pattern, the design. So it's so simple. It's quite quite fast, to be honest, to knit this. I actually knit this in 2 days. I finished this in 2 days, so yeah, I am amazed and I'm so happy that I can finish this in 2 days. And what else can I say? Maybe I'll just show you, take it off the sock blocker and just show you the pattern. Look at the pattern. I think this is called the what is this called? The star stitch pattern. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. It's so pretty, and the yarn really show the pattern detail well. I love it so much. It's so pretty. See, so pretty. So yeah, so that's the finished socks as per my plan. So I'm happy I finished these. I'll just take it off the blocker and like, yeah, I love them so much. So I did the usual, I followed the pattern entirely, but of course the heel flap count I did as per my feet, how do you say, the size that my feet usually I usually knit for the size of my feet. So, and then the cuff is a 1x1 rib, and then you do the pattern only on the front side, and then stockinette on the bottom of the feet, and then you do the usual decrease at the toe. I did the usual decrease like how I like my socks to fit. It's so pretty. I love it. I love the color so much. I even have the picture, and then you see this is the yarn sample that I put here. That's how I record my knitting journey. Okay, so that's the second socks I finished, and then I have one last socks to show you, but this one is not socks for me. It's actually socks for my son. He requested these socks when I was working on my Momo socks, this one, and he wanted a socks for himself as well, but he just wanted like he didn't say what kind of socks, so I just make vanilla socks for him, and then I use all of my scrap yarn, the leftover from my other socks, and he chose the color himself, what color he wanted to put on the socks. So this is what he chose. He chose this like blue jeans color, and then he wanted something white, but I don't have like white. I have like white with some speckling, and then he wanted pink in there, he wanted gray, red, yeah, and these are all the colors that he chose. So but he didn't specify like what kind of socks or how the color he wanted it to come out. He just wanted all the color in there. So I did this, and then I show it to him, and I asked him if he liked this, and he told me he liked it, and he wanted to wear this like right away. It's just that I let him wear this only most of the time if he is going to bed. Then I will put this on, because I don't want him actually walking on this too much, because it's quite slippery, and we don't have carpet in the house, so it's just the tile, and these socks can be quite slippery, and I don't want him to fall when he's wearing this because he likes to run around. And I don't have the what do you call that, the anti-slip thingy that you put on at the bottom of the socks so that it's anti-slip. I don't have that, and I couldn't find it anywhere here where I live. So maybe if you know what I can put here as an alternate, any alternate idea, something I can put here for anti-slip, that will be a great help so that he can wear this whenever he wants, and I won't be afraid of him falling down. So yeah, so I finished these socks for him, and this one also didn't take too long. I can also finish this in 2 days because his socks is quite small, as you can see, comparing to mine. He have itty bitty feet. So yeah, so I finished 3 socks this month. So wow, I think this is the most I finished socks in a month. I have 3 pairs. So that is all my finished object. I only have 4 finished objects, and I have 5 whips that I would like to show you. So let's move on to the whips. So the first whip I would like to show you is, what is this? Is Fairy Bouquet. This is the Fairy Bouquet sweater by Joanna. This is a paid for pattern. You can find the pattern in Ravelry, and it's a very pretty pattern. I have finished the whole body, and now I just picked up the stitch for the sleeve, and I'm about to start the sleeve. So obviously I have 2 more sleeves to do before I actually finish this. Before I can wash and block this. But it is a very pretty pattern. Let me just close in and just show you. And apparently this stitch is called Fairy Bouquet. I think I should, once I wash and block this, the stitch will open up nicely. But yeah, I like this. It have a twisted rib collar band, and then there's this twisted rib detail as well on the yoke, and then the whole sleeve will have this pattern running down the whole sleeve, and it is so pretty. But I don't know, I think I did something wrong with the pattern. I mean, like, in the pattern it doesn't actually look like this. It looked different, but I don't know, I think I did something wrong. But I think I realized it doesn't look like the pattern somewhere after I did like this much. But then I was looking at it and I was like, you know what, it still looks so pretty even with the mistake. And so I plan to actually just follow this all the way down the sleeve. I think it will look amazing as well. It looked pretty anyway, so you know, why not just like stick to it rather than like rip out the whole rip out what I have done. So I will just stick to this because I think it still look pretty nice. So I'll just stick to that, and then yeah, so this is my progress so far. Fairy Bouquet, very nice pattern. It's also a charted pattern, by the way, especially this part, the sleeve part. And then the yarn, I'm using for this is, let me see. Okay, so it is the Knitting for Olive. This is the soft silk mohair, and Knitting for Olive merino. And both of this is in the colorway Poppy Rose. It's a corally pinky color. It's very pretty, and I love the mohair so much. It made the sweater really like, really, I don't know, up a notch, higher level. So pretty. Let me show you the, if you can see the fuzz. Wait. This, can you see all the fuzz? I'm not sure if you can see all the fuzz. It's really pretty. Maybe I should do that. Okay, see, it's like, and it is so soft and fluffy and really amazing. I feel so rich with this yarn. Sadly, I'm not. But yeah, so this is the two yarn. I'm holding these two yarn together, and it creates this really lovely halo-y fabric. So pretty, so pretty. I cannot wait to finish this, and I cannot wait to block it, wash and block it, and wear it to the office, and you know, just yeah. Anyway, that's my first whip. So that's the Fairy Bouquet. And then second whip is, wait, where is it? Okay, so second whip is another no frill sweater, and this one is for my sister. I did say that I wanted to knit up another no frill sweater for her birthday, and I forgot to mention that her birthday is in July, so I do have a lot of time, but I just wanted to finish it. Even if I finish it earlier than her birthday, I can give her earlier. Doesn't have to be like in her birthday month. I can give her earlier as a advanced birthday gift. So I have been working on the no frill sweater. So ta-da! This is the no frill sweater by PetiteKnit, and this is the third one I'm making. So that shows you how much I love the pattern, and I think I will keep knitting this pattern because it is not difficult. It's very simple. It's very beginner friendly. The silhouette is really pretty, really nice, and I think it will look nice on anybody, really. But I don't know how many sizes they have for this sweater. I don't think a lot. So I think there's a limited size range for this. I don't remember, but I am making the size XL for my sister, and I love this yarn color so much. I have actually split for the sleeve, so yeah, it's so pretty. The color is so pretty as well. It's like a charcoal gray color, charcoal gray color, a dark gray. And I am using this Paint Box DK yarn. This is Paint Box DK yarn, and this one is in the color number 106. This is a 100% acrylic yarn, but it is so soft. I have used this acrylic yarn a lot previously for garment as well, and then it will soften up so much if you steam block it. Steam blocking will do the trick of softening this fabric so much. Like now it seems dense, but once I steam block it, it will be so drapey. So it's so pretty. I love how it's turning out. I love the color. Oh, it's going to look so good on my sister. I love it. Yeah, so the no frill sweater, it shows that I really love this pattern. And if you're just let me know if you're also making a no frill sweater, because it's amazing. And yeah, what can I say? It's an amazing pattern. Okay, so third whip I have here is, let me just show you. You know, I finally figured out how to continue with the, maybe I should just show you the honey bucket. Sorry, that is not honey bucket. What? Honey clutch. This is the honey clutch by PetiteKnit, another PetiteKnit pattern. So I am working on it, and so far I'm very happy with how it's turning out. I don't know if you can see, but you know, I'm so scared of losing my stitches. So this is the patterning. So this is the honey clutch pattern, and then she also have, by PetiteKnit, I mean she also have other honey collection. I think there's a honey bucket which I really love. I would like to buy that pattern sometime, but not right now. And there's also a honey wash bag. It's definitely bigger than this one. This is just the clutch size. And then she have a honey purse, I think, a honey purse. Yeah, but this is the honey clutch, and this is the second one I'm making. I have the first one, which I use, and I use alpaca yarn or something. I have used that so much that it is time I have a second one, and I think I will use this a lot as well, because I've used that so much that the bag, it's peeling so much, and I really need to fix that. And then I wanted to have another one because I know I'll use it a lot. So this is the second one. So I'm happy I figured out how to continue after the base here, and I am loving it so far. It's the only problem is if I drop a stitch, I don't know how to fix it. That's the only problem I have with this pattern, because this pattern is kind of like a brioche pattern, and I have no clue how to fix once I drop a stitch. That's the only thing. It actually live in this bag, but I don't really dare to put this in the bag because look at the needle, look at how it is. What if it falls out of the needle? No. So I am using double pointed needle on the side, both of this side, and then for the longer side of the rectangle, I'm using how many inches is this? Circular needle. I don't know how many inches this is, but so that's how I'm working on this. And yeah, I forgot how fun this is, but I cannot stop once I start because I will forget where I am. So yeah, and then the yarn I'm using, what's the yarn for this, is the This is the yarn I'm using. This is the Lion brand hand-dyed yarn, and this is 100% nylon, and the colorway is Fantasy. It's 70 gram for 175 yards. So this is the colorway. And then, so this is how it looks like. Oh my god, the patterning is so pretty. You can see the stitch detail, right? So pretty. So pretty. Okay, I cannot wait to finish this as well because I want to use it. So that's my third whip, and then my fourth whip is a crochet project, yeah. There's no pattern for this. I just wanted to make a crochet boxy. You know, boxy is a very big sweater, and instead of knitting it, I wanted to crochet it because the yarn I'm using is quite fine. Yeah, it's a fingering weight yarn, so if I'm knitting it, it will take forever because boxy is usually really wide and big. It will take forever. So instead, I am crocheting it, and I am crocheting it by panel. I don't know why, I just want to do that. And I'm crocheting it bottom up, and I wanted a V-neck. So let me show you. So this is going to be how it look like. It's going to be like boxy, as you can see, like really wide both sides. So pretty. And I'm going to make it, add like fitted sleeve here, maybe not full, maybe till like half of my arm here. I think it will look so nice. And I love these two colors. It reminds me of strawberry chocolate ice cream. And I really love it. I love the color. And this is going to be such a cool summer piece since it's always hot here where I live. So yeah, why not, right? So I have finished that. That is the front panel, and I am working on the back panel. So I only have this much done so far. I still have like half. Yeah, I still have to do half of it. And the yarn I'm using is, this is Drops Saffron. It's a fingering weight yarn. Let me see. So this one is 50 gram, 175 yards. So it's like a more like a sport weight yarn, I think. And I'm pairing it with these Drops. What's this? Can you see? Drops Love You 7 in the color number 14. Is this pink and this brown. The brown is color number 23, and both of these is 100% cotton. Yeah, so I'm pairing these two and just striping them, and I started with 100 chain, and then I just did 4 rounds of each color, alternating them. And I'm using where's my crochet hook? 4. Can you see? 4 0.5 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah. Yeah, no pattern. I just, for crochet, I just do, usually I just I just crochet like according to how my body like the fit. Yeah, and that's my, what's that, 1 2 3 4 fourth whip. And I have one last whip that I wanted to show you, which I have shown previously in my plan that I wanted to start this February, but I just started it and then I put it aside because I just want to see how the construction is for this. It is the, what's this called? Oh my god, I don't remember. Wait, give me a moment, let me see. Oh, okay, so this is the Fungus Slipover, but I didn't do much on it, and I actually stopped working on it for a while because I wanted to finish my honey clutch. So this is the Fungus Slipover, but I did like start and see how it was constructed. It's quite interesting. Actually, I have done something. So this is the, what is this? The collar band, collar slash button band. So it started with this, apparently, and you do one side, and then it asks you to hold the stitch, and then you continue. You pick up stitch and continue the other side. But I haven't finished. I should be doing the same width here with here, but so far this is what I've got. And then this yarn, that's all I did. And the yarn I'm using for this is something that I bought I think 2 years ago from AliExpress. It's definitely synthetic yarn. Okay, so this is 57% acrylic and 43% polyester. It's super soft yarn. So this is what the yarn looks like, the label looks like. I don't know how to read that, but that's the yarn. It's actually very soft. I have used this yarn before, and yeah, it's very soft. It's not scratchy at all. It is, but it have this like a metallic look. You can see there's like shine, some sort of like silvery color as well in the yarn. It's a black with some silver. It just looked like metallic yarn, by the way. Super soft, very soft, very soft. So I'm using that for the Fungus Slipover, but I think the pattern actually calls for 2 mohair held together. I think in the pattern it is the suggested yarn is the Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair, 2, yeah, holding 2 together. But I don't have any more mohair yarn except for the Poppy Rose, which I'm using for the fairy bouquet. So I figured I can use this yarn. I figured it gave me the same gauge as well, because if you can see, the yarn isn't very thick. It is like a sport weight yarn kind of yarn. Yeah. So, but I'm not working on this just yet. I just wanted to see the starting and the construction. It's very interesting. I think I'll have fun with that. As long after I finish my honey clutch and my fairy bouquet, and I will work on this a little bit more. So that's all I have. That's what I've been working on. I've been quite busy, and yeah, I have so many things that I wanted to do, but I don't have enough time. And that is just my February plan. And I'm looking at my notebook and looking at my March plan. I have a few more things I wanted to start, but before that, because it is now, I think I have like, I don't know, a week or so before February ends. So I wanted to try and do a little bit more on the fairy bouquet and the honey clutch, and also the fungus slipover. For the no frill sweater, I think it's okay because I will work on that like every month, little bit, and until it's done. As long as it's before July, then I'll be fine. Because for March, I have a few, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have planned to knit for, I plan to start 4 projects, and then 3 of them is garment, and 1 of them is a crochet doll that I would like to start. I bought this pattern from Etsy, and I'm excited to actually work on the crochet doll. So I'll probably talk to you about my March and April plan in the next podcast, and so you will see by then if I have finished my February plan. But if I have not finished them, that's fine as well. As long as I keep working on them, they will get finished eventually. And yeah, I am super excited for my whole year plan. Super excited. I'm so eager to start them, even though it's like not the month for me to start, but I wanted to finish the one I have started in February, and I will try my best to finish them. But of course I'm not trying to like put pressure on myself. I just wanted to make sure that I knit through all the pattern that I have bought, and you know, without buying more new pattern, and then the other older pattern that I've bought, I neglect them. I actually don't want that. So yeah, I'm excited to get through all of the project that I have buy, and I will still have fun working on them. So that's my plan for now, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.